Assalamu alaikum everyone. Welcome to you all my YouTube channel Amal Khan. In this YouTube channel I will teach you all the aspects of civil engineering, but this time I am going to upload videos about commands of AutoCAD, that how commands of AutoCAD work and how you will do your project whenever you want to do in AutoCAD. In this video, you will learn about line, point, units, and limits. For line, we use a command short key L. For point PO, and for units, we use UN. And for limits, we will just type limits. Let's start practice on these commands one by one. Let me erase. If I want to draw a line, so I can draw a line from here, the toolbar, draw toolbar. Here I will click on line and click. Here the message is shown, specify the first point. If you want to start from anywhere, you just specify the first point. Let me suppose I click here and I want to draw a line. If I want to draw a line straight, so I will click on shift, it will become straight. Now I hold the shift button and also I can move my mouse so I can click anywhere. So I will click here and click. If I want to finish the command, I will click again on the escape button. Click escape, it will be removed from clicking. So by this way I can draw a line, and also I can draw a line by another way. I will just L. So L, enter. I will specify first point here, so I can click here. For removing, I also click on space button, so it will remove. Escape and space work both like enter. Now you can see if I want to draw a line and it give me a position like angle. So if I want straight line, so I will go to here the option ortho mode. I will click, it will on. So now my line will be straight. I can draw anywhere, it will be straight without pressing shift. So by this way we can draw a line. Now enter, so it's okay. If I want to draw again the line, I will click on the enter again, because I just clicked before over the enter. So enter, click, I will draw it. And if I want to again removing this straightness, I will go to ortho off. I will enter. I can draw any kind of line in which angles I want. So this is how we can draw a line. If I go to, for easy drawing a line, for easiness, I will click on the ortho, because I don't want moving the line. I just want a straight line. So always keep in mind, for accuracy, we will just on this mode. If I need, then we will off it. Line. So let me suppose I click here and I want to draw a line about 100. I will type 100 here and enter. So, and then look at this, and then I will click on escape or space button. So I click on escape. So the line is 100. So here will be the line is 100. If I want to draw 100 feet, like units, meters, centimeter, like this, inches, so for that I will set a units. So in this video we will learn how to set a units. Unit is very important in the beginning and at the end. So whenever we open AutoCAD, we will just keep in mind that we will set units. For units, I will type UN, its short key, enter. a window will be open drawing units. Here I will change my length type, precision, angle type, precision, everything I can change here, and here I will change the unit scale. So if I want in decimal, so here will be the decimal. So let me suppose if you work any type of the line, so you can click here, but we will use engineering or architecture. So I will click architecture or engineering, but I work in architecture drawing, so I will click architecture type. So here precision, and for precision I will click first one, or just commonly we can click 1 by 16 inch and also 1 by 18 inch, but here I will click this, and here I want to draw the lines in feet or inches, millimeters, so you can choose according to your choice, but I do work in inches, so I will click on inches
From angle
here.
type, here we can change the angle unit and which type of unit we can draw our angle. So here the degree and radian and other units. So I will select here degree.
By this way we will set the drawing units. It's the first work whenever you open the drawing. So click OK. So the units is now set. Whenever I draw a line, so it will give the line dimension with our own choice, which I select inches. So let me suppose I draw a line L, enter, click. Let me suppose that I draw a 50 inches. If I want 50 feet, so I will click on shift and inverted comma. So this will be, so I will click on inverted comma button and on a keyboard. So this sign apostrophe is for feet. So I will click. So here you can say, and then click on escape. So here, and this, and for zooming I will round the my mouse scrolling. So let's see here is not showing the line. So for this I will click on zoom button. So for zooming I will click on Z, enter, and then here it show me the messages which show all, center, dynamic, extension, previous, scale, window, anything you want to draw. So I will type here A, so enter it. So the drawing is all come in zoom. So let me check its dimension. So I will go to draw dimension menu, quick dimension, click enter. So you can zoom it.
Here if we zoom it, it show the different unit which is 60, 100 at this line dimension, but actually this is not a 60, 100 dimension. For this I will go set the dimension unit is like a units which I has been set in inches. So I will go to dimension. For dimension I will click to D. For dimension size I will go to for dimension units changes I will go to dimension style. There I can change the units. So click D and then I will go to modified and then I will select the units which I has been set for the units. So here I will click architecture also and then I will click the units which has been at the unit sets. So now it will show us that this is not a 60, 100. It will show us the perfect units.
And precision. So much furthermore I will discuss about this all menu with the passage of ongoing videos. So now I select OK, set it, close. So let me check its dimension. I will go to dimension, quick dimension, click over here and click enter or space. So here I will click. Now zoom it. So it show me here that you draw a 50 feet. So this apostrophe is for feet. And if you want draw a line which is in feet and as well as in inch. So you will draw a line. So let me suppose first an inch. I want to draw a 10-inch line. So 10-inch line and then shift plus inverted commas. So here will be these two inverted commas appear and then enter. So you draw here the line which have 10 inches dimension. So go, let me check quick dimension, please enter. So here I can check. So this is the 10 inches line here I draw. So by this way we can set our units dimension style and then we will choose the units which we want to draw the drawing. And if you want to draw a 10 feet and 10 inch, so we will draw like this. Come on, enter L. Let me draw 10 feet and 10 inch. So I will here type 10 for feet, sign in apostrophe, then 10 and for inches. So it will give the line which have dimension 10 feet and 10 inches. Click on enter, escape button, minimize it. So also we can zoom it if I want to my choice selection like window selection. So I will type a Z and then enter and then type a W and enter. So I can select from here also. So a window type zooming will be come in front of me. Now let me check its dimension. Go dimension quick, click enter. So you can see here 10 feet and 10 inch. So by this way we can draw line, set units, and so before starting any drawing you will go to unit sets and dimension styles and then you will go to limits. So let me tell about limits. What is limits? Limits is the define of lower and upper limits. It means that in which coordinates you are going to draw your object or line, something you want to draw. So from here in which coordinate it will be draw. So let we set limits. Limits we will type limits, limits, enter. So here will be message come. It said that rest model space limits, which mean they specify lower left corner or if I enter here, so it will tell me that your this object, your this coordinates will be from 10 and from 51. So by default we just keep it 0. So every time you want to set limits, so our lower limit is eventually we kept on 0. So we will put 0 comma and 0 and then enter. So the corner is 0 by 0. Here the message is shown. You see that the lower limit is 0 as 0. X is 0 and x is 0. So here the origin is 0. So now we go to upper limit. So we will draw the from where I want. Let me suppose that I draw the object in these coordinates, which is type 100 apostrophe comma 100 and comma. So I will enter it. So here the message is shown that specify upper corner, which I enter 100 feet and 100 feet. Whenever I draw a line which you have 100 feet, so it will be shown here in these coordinates on the screen. In simple, limits command are type for the origin and the origin where up to our line will be draw. So lower limits is for defining origin. What will be the origin? Upper limits define from onward, from origin where up to our line will draw. So this is the function of the limits. So whenever, let me tell you a short summary about AutoCAD before you want to start. So before drawing, you will go to units, limits and dimension style. That will be in your mind always. So after this I'm going to tell you about point. Point we can draw also from draw menu. Here we can come to point and select. Here we can select single point, multiple points. So let me select just point. So I can click point here. So one point is appear here. Then enter. You can draw single point right this way. Here you can see that line is not seen, and if you want to draw a multiple line you will go to point and here select the multiple point. So click on, you can just click over whenever you want the points, multiple points will be come. Points is basically points basically defined as the line. Line is the combination of multiple points. I can also, from the draw tool, I can also come to point and here we can also divide. For divide, when we select on divide, so here say that select object which I want to divide. Click on, here the message come, enter the number of segments and which segment and how many segment you want to divide this line. If I want to divide this line in 5 segments, so I will just enter 5, enter it. So let's see here what show us. So let's go that how it will be appear that the line is divided into 5 parts. I will go to the point style to type D T P T Y P E. So this command always remember when I enter it. So from here I can change the point size. So let's suppose I click this one, so it will say okay. So you can see that our line is shown which point divide 1 2 3 4 5. So whenever you want to divide line and you want to show these line in a steps like this which is being shown here, so you will use the point command, and from point command you can change its style. Let me suppose that it's look like this. So it will show that the line is divided in this. Its points always show the position of the object in our drawing. And also we can divide by short key divide. If I want to divide a line, let me draw a line. So let's suppose this is my line. Enter. I want to divide it. So for short, if you want to divide, type DIV, which is short command, not it. Divide, select the object. It say that select object to divide. Which object you want to divide? Click here. Here the message is being shown that number of segment. For example, I want to say 10 segment. I click on, so it's divided into 10 segments. 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So by this way we can use point command and divide object which we want to divide. So these are the shorts command, line command, units and limits and points. So in this video we learn it, and furthermore we will learn in our next video.